into strength. So we're going to start with a good warm up today because it is cold and we're stiff and it's the afternoon. So we're going to start. If you guys have a chair, grab that. Other things that you'll need for today's class. One, I would recommend having a chair or something to hold on to. Two, I'm going to demonstrate with both the band and weights today. So whichever one you have, if you have both, grab. Sorry, I got muted somehow. I'm going to restart that. So for today's class, it's going to be kind of, I like to say, a mixed bag because I will be here next week. So I want to make it, we're going to get a little bit of everything in. If you guys have a band, you can grab that. If you have weights, you can grab that. I'm going to give two options during the strength set. So either of those will work for today's strengthening. We're going to start with a good warm up, and you can do this seated in a chair if you guys have a chair to sit in. Otherwise, keep your band, weights, and some water close. It's going to start with a warm up, and then we're going to go into our cardio set. It's going to be kind of a mix of like the normal exercise and then just a couple punches in there. So you'll get a little touch of boxing, but not a full boxing set today. And then we're going to go into our upper body strengthening. Again, I'm going to demonstrate with the bands and with the weights. Then we'll go into lower body, which you won't need any equipment, but you can use a band if you want to. We'll alternate between those upper and lower body sets, and then we'll finish with another set of cardio. If you guys have any questions, as always, feel free to send me a chat, or if anybody needs any specific modifications, I'm always happy to give those. You don't have to wait till after class. Feel free to send me a chat and say, this movement doesn't feel so good on my body, and I will make sure that we give you a variation for your second set through, okay? Otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great week. I know it's cold, it's gloomy, but you guys made it. You showed up today, and that's the most important thing that you can do. Great turnout for this Thursday. And let's get started. So find yourself in just a seated position. I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see. You're going to put your hands on your knees. We're going to start with a couple seated cat-cows. So you're going to round the spine all the way like you're making a C, and then you're going to take your head up and arch your spine looking up towards the ceiling. And take that through a couple times. As you arch and look up, you're going to inhale. And then you're going to exhale back into that cat pose. So just kind of warming up the spine here. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Nice arch in that back. And then exhale into that cat. Take these as slow or as fast as you need right now, just to start to get in tune with your breath. Warm up the spine. And last one, inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Good. Let's find that center position right in between that cat-cow. This is going to be your neutral spine position. So if I ever cue that today, this is that kind of center position in between. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to reach it outside your right knee, and you're going to rotate that spine to the right. Hold there for a few seconds, and then you're going to switch. You're going to take your right hand outside the left knee, rotate to the left. So nice spine twist here, alternating sides. Again, if it feels good to just kind of hold one side for a second, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you're going to alternate between the two. Think of this kind of like wringing out the spine. Stay lifted here. Give me one more to each side. And one more to the left. Good. Take it back to center. Couple shoulder rolls here. Take those shoulders up and then set those shoulders back all the way up towards the ears and back. Two more and back. Last one coming back. We're going to switch that direction. Take those shoulder blades back, up and around. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, lift them up and lower. Squeeze them back, lift them up and lower. Last one here, back, up, and lower. Then we're going to take that all the way into the neck. So look down towards the ground. Nice slow circles, rotating to the right, over to the left, and back to center. Keep that same direction over to the right, looking up, over to the left, and back to center. 2 more to the right. Nice and easy here. Take your time. We will speed it up when we get to our first cardio set. Right now, I just want you guys to loosen up and back to center. Maybe take notice, rotate to the left. Take notice if any particular area of your body is tight today. Maybe you focus a little bit more on that area. 2 more to the left here. And back. Last one over to the left. And back to center. Good, we're gonna take it into the legs. Let's reach that right leg forward, toes up. You're gonna slide down, reach towards the toes, and then you're gonna take it back up to center. Nice and easy, slide down, reach towards the toes, and then take it back up to center. Slide down and reach. It's okay if you only make it to your calf, your knee, your ankle, wherever you go. Maybe try to get a little bit further each time, feeling that nice stretch behind the hamstring here. Reaching and lifting. 2 more. Reach and up. Last one. Reach and up. Then we're going to take that foot, cross it over if you can. We're going to lean into it and then sit up tall and lean forward and sit up tall. So you're in a nice figure 4 stretch here. And lift. 2 more. Forward and lift. So all of these movements that we're moving through are dynamic. We're moving with these stretches. We're going to switch sides. Left leg forward, toes up. That's going to prep us for our movement today. Woo, my left side's a little bit tighter. Slide that hand down. If you want, you can reach both hands down as well. And back up. Again, each time you should be able to stretch a little bit further. And reach and lift. 1 more here. And reach and lift. And we're going to cross that left ankle over. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you just lean forward an inch and then sit it up an inch. That's fine. Otherwise, just take it forward, stretch the back of that hip and lift and lower and lift. 2 more. Then we're going to stand it up and get our legs moving. And last one. And up. Good. Carefully come to standing. All right. We're going to start with just some step touches here, side to side. We are going to use this movement in our cardio set. Side to side here. And then let's pause. You're going to reach those arms, both arms straight up towards the ceiling and back in. Reach it up. I got to lower my camera. And I think we got, okay. So reaching up and in, up and in. We're going to put those 2 movements together. You're going to tap out, reach both hands up, tap out, reach both hands up. This is going to be our first cardio movement today. Once you get the hang of it, you'll start to pick up the pace. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Good. Then we're going to take our feet just about hip width apart, slow toes slightly turned out, and you're going to give me 10 body weight squats here. So just go down as low or as not as low as you need to. I'm fine with just a half squat here or working down into that full squat. If you need some support, you can hold on to your chair, or always a good squat modification is down to the chair and stand it up. We've got 3 and 2 and 1. Stand it up. Let's turn those hands into fists. We're going to go straight punches forward, punch right, punch left. So we're not in our normal boxing stance. You're just going to jab, 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 jab. So straight punch forward. Your second cardio move is going to be punch, punch, squat. Punch, punch, squat. So you're staying square forward. I know it's going to throw you guys off because we normally are on that 45-degree angle with our punches, but just go jab, jab, and squat. All right. Again, pick up the pace as you start to feel comfortable there. Give me one more. And rest. Awesome. Okay. Then we're going to move our body side to side. Side together, side. Say we're going to take that left foot back and cross it back. Side together, side, tap it back. Right, left, right, tap that left foot back. So from the side, right, tap back, left, right, left, tap back. There's going to be an option then to reach down towards that foot to get a little bit of crossover here. Side together, side, reach, side together, side, reach. Okay. That's going to be your third cardio movement. I think somebody might have their microphone on. So let's just make sure we stay muted. I think I was able. Perfect. Just so everybody can hear me. All right. So we've got 3 different cardio movements. Just to review, we're going to start step touch with that reach here. If you need a little bit more, you can turn that into a jumping jack. If you need a little bit less, you're just going to step touch to the side. Okay. So that's your first movement. I apologize. I'm going to try to move this camera back a little bit so you guys can see better. Okay. Then your second movement is going to be punch right, punch left, squat down, punch, punch, and squat. If that squat's not feeling good for you today, you're just going to give me straight punches forward. Okay. Otherwise, you got punch, punch, and squat. Your third movement, basic movement, is going to be side together, side tap back, left, right, left tap back. Your upgrade is going to be reaching down to the ground. And if you're not feeling that touch behind, you're just going to side together, side. So you're just going to alternate lateral steps. Okay. First time through, we've got 60 seconds on each movement. So, sorry. Get my clock ready. You've got 60 seconds on each movement there. And then each time we lose 15 seconds, so it's going to get a little bit faster. All right, we are going to get started. Hold on, I need a little sip. Grab a sip of water if you need that also. That way I can talk while I do this. All right, so we are going to start with that step touch. You've got 60 seconds on each exercise. You will have a 15-second rest between. Take your time in this first set, get comfortable with these movements, and let's get started Thursday. Here we go. Oh, in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Reaching those arms nice and long overhead. I will give you the option here that if you want to add your weights, you can add those pressing up towards the ceiling, or feel free to grab those in your second set. Modification here is just a step touch. And then if you're adding those arms, you're feeling good, start to pick up the pace. Step, touch, and reach. Thinking about keeping your body nice, long, and lifted. We're not rocking back and forth, but core stays tight, nice and stable through the center. 15 seconds left here. Step, reach. Keep moving for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Roll out those shoulders. All right, coming up next, you've got punch right, punch left, squat down. Get those boxing hands ready. We're getting started in 3, 2, and 1. You've got jab, jab, and squat. Punch, punch, squat. Keep those hands up in front of your nose, protecting that face. Nice strong punches here. Again, that squat can be as low or as high that feels comfortable. If that squat is too much, just give me those straight punches. Forward, punch, punch, squat, punch, punch, squat. Nice work, ladies. Keep it up. 20 seconds left here. Punch, punch, squat, punch, punch, squat. Let those knees come forward. Sit into those hips as you go into that squat. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We rest. Good work. Our last movement in this set is going to be side together, side tap it back, side together, side tap back. Okay. Option to move those hands. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Left, right, left, reach down. So that arm is optional. It's side together, side, tap it back. Side together, side, tap it back. From the side, I reach that foot back about a 45-degree angle, lowering down to reach that foot. Modification here, just side steps, side together, side touch, keeping those hands on your hips. "15 seconds wherever you are. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Great job. Round 1 done. How do we feel with that set? Anybody need any modifications? Awesome. Thanks, Mary. Thanks, Jolie. Okay. Next time through, we drop it down to 45 seconds. That means you have to pick up your intensity and pick up your pace a little bit. Push yourself through this, all right? Grab yourself a sip of water if you need. Otherwise, get ready. We're going to start with that step, touch, and reach. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Reach and tap. Reaching long. Those arms start to get a little too tired, you can put those on your hips. Or if you need a little bit more here, you can use those weights. Nice work. Keep it up. Strong reaches here. Shooting energy through those arms. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. All right, get ready for that boxing set. You've got punch, punch, and squat. So keeping those hands up in that ready position. We're taking off in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Punch right, left, squat. Right, left, squat. Punch, punch, squat. Punch, punch, squat. Make sure those fists are rotating to turn down towards the ground. Your weight is even and both feet as you squat it down. Hit, hit, squat. Hit, hit, squat. Hit, hit, squat. Hit, hit, squat. Almost there. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We rest. Breathe. Good work. Last set, we've got side together, side, tap it back. Option to reach that hand down and across. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Side together, side, reach, and reach. Modification here, side together, side touch. step, together, step, tap, step, together, step, tap. If you're reaching, make sure you sit low into that hip as you reach down towards the ground, using those obliques to control that. You've got 10 more seconds here. Then we'll have a little recovery before our third and final set. That heart rate should be rising here for 3, 2, 1, rest. Good work. 2 sets down, 1 more set to go. This time it's just 30 seconds on each exercise. It's going to be quick. So grab yourself a sip of water, bring your heart rate down. We are going to take it right back up. Take a big inhale through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. One more time there. Inhale up. Exhale, let it out. Taking it back to the top. Step, touch, and reach. Final set through here, and then we move on to strength in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Reach and tap. As you start to get a little fatigued in this third set, focus on your form. You're halfway. Can you push yourself a little bit quicker here? Working on balance side to side, nice and controlled. For 3, 2, 1, rest. Getting yourself set up and ready for those punches. This time we're going to go left, right, squat. Left, right, squat. So leading with that left side. If you hate that, I know for me, I'm right-handed, it's uncomfortable. Just start with your right. That's okay. All right, in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Left, right, squat. Left, right, squat. Hit, 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 hit. Good, nice strong punches. Any tension you're holding from the week, get it out right here. Last 10 seconds. Hit, hit. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Nice work. All right, final set. You've got side together, side, tap it back, or side together, side, tap. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Side together, side, tap it back. Maybe you try a few reaches in this final set. So right arm reaches down to the left foot, left hand reaches down to the right foot. You're halfway. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, rest. Awesome job. We are through with our first cardio round. We will see those movements again later in class, but it's going to be a little variation of those movements. Coming up next, we have our strength. So again, if you have your band, I'm going to demonstrate with that, but I also am going to demonstrate with weights. So you've got 2 options here. Whichever you feel best with or more comfortable with today is going to be what you pick, okay? So we're going to have 3 upper body movements followed by 3 lower body movements. So our upper body is going to be starting. I'm going to demonstrate with the weights first, and then I'll demonstrate with the bands. Your first movement is going to be bicep curl to shoulder press, okay? I'm going to sit so you guys can see my arms a little bit better. But palms are going to face forward on the curl, and then palms are going to rotate forward for the press, in and down, okay? Bicep curl to shoulder press, in and down. After that, we're going to take it into bent over rows. Remember that neutral spine between our cat and our cow. We're going to find that middle spine. You're going to pull back. You're going to pull those palms back in towards your hips. Palms stay facing each other into those bent over rows. Then we're going to finish out with the weights with lateral raises up and out to the side. Okay. If you're using the band, similar movements, but just a variation. So your first movement is going to be bicep curls with the band. So I just have the band underneath my foot, gripping on, palms stay facing each other, bicep curl there. Then you're going to keep it under the foot and you'll take that into your bent over rows. So just like I did with the weights. And then your lateral raise is going to be a pull apart. So band pulls apart. Okay, so working same muscle groups, but again, I just wanted to give you guys the option because I know some of you have bands, some of you have weights. So pick one, stick with it. If you want to switch it up in the second round, that's totally fine. We're going to go through those arms first, and then we're going to take it into your legs, but I'll stop and demonstrate the legs before we move on to there, so I don't tell you guys too much at once. We have 40 seconds of each exercise, okay? So everybody moves at their own pace. Lost my timer. Everyone moves at their own pace. These reps are about control and not about speed. And we are set. Okay, so pick your resistance and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. I'll demonstrate with both. First, bicep curl to shoulder press in and down. Bicep curl, shoulder press in and down. You can just have a slight bend in your knees. If you're using your band, that band is going to be under a foot, palms facing each other, nice tight grip. You've got bicep curls here with that band. If you need a little bit more tension, you can put 2 feet in. Try to get as much range of motion as possible. We're resting in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We rest. Okay, if you are keeping the band, you're going to move into a bent over row here, pulling that band back towards your hips. If you're using the weights, same position, pull those weights back towards your hips in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So pull back, elbows stay close to the body. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades in the back, pulling back and in and lowering down. If you have the band, again, 1 foot is a little bit less resistance, 2 feet is more. Figure out which feels best. Back stays nice and flat, neutral. Same movement pattern, just a different resistance. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last movement here. If you have the weights, you're going lateral raise and lower. So palms facing down. If you have the band, palm is still facing down, pull apart in 3, 2, and 1. So band, you're pulling it apart right towards your chest level, squeezing those shoulder blades in the back. On the weights, palms are down. Now, if you have any shoulder pain going straight out to the side, you're going to take those weights slightly in front, a little V. That should feel better on the shoulders. You should feel these deltoid muscles working on top. You've got 10 more seconds. If you're using that band, you're pulling it apart, coming back to center. In 3, 2, and 1, rest. Awesome. Okay, then we're going to move on to our legs. Is there any questions on the shoulders? I want to hope it's not too confusing with demonstrating both. I just wanted to make sure everybody can use some resistance for the upper body. We're good. Okay, so for the legs, your first movement is going to be alternating lunges. You can hold on to your chair, your counter. You're going to step back, bend both knees, and step together. Step back and together. From the front here, back and center, back and center. So either hold on or just put your hands on your hips. If the lunge is too much, then you're going to go leg lifts straight back to the side, and you can alternate sides here. So alternating, just squeezing the glute, coming back. Then your second exercise for everybody is going to be leg lifts to the side. So my leg is going back at a 45-degree angle. Super important. It's not going to be a huge movement here. It's going to be lifted in the left, lift and lower that right leg. If you have a loop band, this is an opportunity you could put it around your ankles. Then we're going to switch sides. Left side is going to lift and lower. Again, feel free to hold on to something for balance. We're going to finish out this set with a Pilates heel raise. That's going to be a plie or a bend in the knees, lifting your heels as high as you can, straighten the legs and lower. So we bend, we lift the heels, we straighten the knees and lower. Plie, releve, straight knees and lower, okay? Little bar or Pilates releve to finish out that set, all right? So alternating lunges or alternating leg extensions. And then we have leg lifts to the side on the right, leg lifts on the left, and then Pilates heel raise. Again, grab a chair or a countertop if you need to hold on to something for balance for this leg set. All right, same setup. Here we go. Starting with those alternating reverse lunges in 3, 2, and 1. Step that right foot back. You're going to try to lower both knees to 90 degrees and then step together, alternating back and together. Option here, again, to just lift that leg straight back. If you have any knee pain or hip pain with those lunges, alternating sides, make sure you're not using your back there. Keeping your chest up, stay lifted. Get nice strong legs here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. Coming up next, right leg is going to lift out to the side and lower. From the front, I'm going to demonstrate so you can see that I'm just slightly behind. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We lift and lower. Pull those toes up towards your shin. So lift and lower. Just about 45 degrees behind you. Not using any momentum, but staying lifted and using that outside glute to lift and lower. You're halfway. You want to work on a little balance. Maybe try not to hold death grip onto the chair or put your hand on your hip. We're switching sides in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You do have a little recovery here. I'm going to switch my chair so you guys can see me. Your right leg is going to be down. Stay lifted and stable. Your left leg is going to lift and lower in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We lift and lower, lift and lower. Pull those toes up towards your shin. Think about if I'm pulling you from a string out of the top of your head, you're staying nice and lifted like a ballerina here. You're halfway. I know those hips are firing up. Nice work. Push through it. We get a little rest on the hips in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Shake it out. Okay, last movement here. We have that slight knee bend. Lift those heels up, straighten the knees, and lower. And then we repeat. Down, heels, straighten, and lower. Here we go. All together now. Bend, raise, straighten, and lower. If that's too much coordination for you today, just keep those toes facing forward and just give me straight heel lifts here. Again, try not to rock back and forth, but just press down, Try to get those heels as high as possible. 15 seconds left. Otherwise, you're bend, raise, straighten, and lower. Bend, heels, lift, and lower. Plie, releve, straighten, and down. Last 3, 2, 1, and lower. Rest. Nice work. All right. We're taking it back to our upper body strengthening. So whether or not you used the band or your weights, or if you want to switch it up, if you didn't like what you chose for round 1, you have another opportunity to do that. So pick either your weights or your band. We are taking it back to the top. We're gonna have a little bit less rest between exercises in this set. All right, bicep curl to shoulder press to start in 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna curl, rotate forward, press overhead, in and down. We curl and press, in and down. If you're using the band, you're just going into that bicep curl. Band under your foot, we curl and lower. Take those shoulders down and back. Make sure you're isolating those biceps in the front here. So from the side, you can see my back stays nice and flat, just a slight hinge forward. Otherwise, you got 10 more seconds. Curl, press, and lower. Curl, press for 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. Next movement, we're moving into those bent over rows. Squeeze those shoulder blades together in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Pull back and down, pull back and down. You can see those dumbbells are going straight towards my hip bone. My elbows stay close to the body. It's like you're scraping the sides of the body with the shoulders, or with the elbows. With the band, you're bent over here. You're pulling back and down, back and down. A little more resistance. You're adding that second foot. 8 seconds left. For 3, 2, 1, and rest. If you're keeping the band, you've got banded pull aparts here, palms down towards the ground. You have the weights, lateral raise in 3, 2, and 1. Here's lift and lower, lift and lower. Try to keep those shoulders down away from the ears. We don't want this happening. So stay lifted, using those delts to lift and lower. Otherwise, you're grabbing that band, palms down, squeeze those shoulder blades in the back. Either way, those shoulders are down away from your ear, ribs pulling down towards your hips. Last 10 seconds here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice work. All right, taking it back to our legs, starting with those alternating lunges here. I gotta flip my room back around. Alternating lunges to start. Then we have leg lifts on the right, leg lifts on the left, and our Pilates heel raise. All right, quick transition to the legs. Here we go. Starting with those lunges. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Lunges back together, back together. If the lunges don't feel good, keep that leg straight, lift that heel back, straight back to the side, alternating sides here. Otherwise, you're stepping back and together, lowering those knees to 90 degrees if possible. 15 seconds left. Good, finishing this out in 3, 2, 1, we rest. Weight's gonna come onto the left leg, right leg is gonna lift back into an angle, holding on with one hand, 2 hands, or no hands, and begin. Here we go. We lift and lower, lift and lower. You're on that 45-degree angle, keeping everything pulling up and out of those hips. You should feel the outsides of both of those glutes working. You're halfway on this right side. Then we're going to switch it out. Maybe challenge yourself. Make sure your fingertips are light on your chair. We switch it out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. Shimmy those hips out. Then we move into that left leg in 3, 2, and 1. Left leg lifts back and in, back and in. I'm stacked shoulder, hip, and ankle on that right side, not leaning over, but pulling up. Left leg lifts and lowers. You're over halfway here. Try to stay stable. Give me good quality reps all the way through. We move into our heel raise next in 8. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you should be feeling those hips. Finishing out with plie, heel raise, straighten the knees and lower. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Bend down, heels lift, straighten the knees and lower. Bend the knees, heels raise, straighten the knees, heels lower. Option to just give me straight heel raises. We don't want all the dance moves happening. 20 seconds left. Good, keep pushing. Last 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. All right, we are on the home stretch here. So we have one more round of upper body and lower body. So you've got final opportunity if you want to use your band or use your weights. So one more round upper body, one more round lower body. We take it back for one final round of our cardio set back from the beginning of class, okay? And then we'll cool it down. So you guys have made it to the final rounds. Give me your best effort. I want you to leave it all here in class today. So 2 more rounds and then we cool it down. Here we go. Grab your band or grab your weights. Wherever you are, we're starting off with that bicep curl, either to shoulder press or curl. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Final strength set here. Curl to press in and down. If you have any shoulder pain with the press, try to keep your palms facing each other. That might take away. Otherwise, just give me some bicep curls. Otherwise, if you're using your band here, palms are facing each other, nice tight grip on that band into those curls. 15 seconds left here. You got curl to press on the weights, bicep curls on the band for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. Coming up next, if you have that band, step into it, bent over rows, or with your weights in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Weights pull back and in and lower. Core stays tight, back stays flat. Make sure your head is in line with your spine. I know it's tempting to kind of look at yourself in the camera or looking at me, but try to focus on keeping your head in line with your neck. You're not looking up or looking too far down. Stay nice and flat here. Good, last 10. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Last movement here, either lateral raise or pull apart. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're raising side and down. Straight arms, lift and lower on the band. Palms are down. Pull the band apart and out. Make sure you drop those shoulders, squeeze from the shoulder blades with that band. Otherwise, palms are down, using those delts to lift and control that lower. I don't want to see any momentum pulling you up. Control that down. Last upper body movement for the day. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We rest. Put those weights away. Put that band aside. You are done with it. We're moving quickly into legs, alternating reverse lunges in 7 seconds. Hands on your chair. Get yourself set up in 3, 2, and 1. You've got alternating reverse lunges here. Quick transition into those legs. Your heart rate might start to raise again. That's okay. Strength training is so important to build that muscular strength and power. That's what keeps our bones strong, keeps us healthy, and burns a lot of calories after class. 15 seconds. Stay lifted. Chest is up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. Leg lifts coming up. Right leg is going to lift and lower out to the side in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Right leg lifts and lowers. If you put your hand on your hip, you should feel that outside glute start to fire up. Might get a little shaky. That means you're doing it right. You will also feel it in the standing leg. So outside of both hips. 10 more seconds, we switch sides. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, switch it out. We're gonna stand on that right leg. We're gonna lift the left out to the side in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We lift and lower, lift and lower. We will have just a quick cardio finisher after we finish out these last 2 strength movements. 20 more seconds here. Stay with me. Push yourself through this. You can do it. Last 10 seconds. Try not to stop. Can you give me a few more good reps here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome job. All right, finishing out with those heel raises. Level 1, you're just giving me straight heel raises. Level 2, plie, releve, knees straighten and lower. Here we go. Last 40 seconds of strength here. Make sure you're really pushing through all 10 toes, trying to get those heels as elevated as possible. You can see on my bright white new shoes, all black outfit and bright white shoes. Pushing down through those big toes, but keeping weight in all 10, last 10 seconds here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Great work on the strength, everybody. You can let me know if you like the variation of having both the dumbbell and the band option, or if you guys would rather me just stay with one. Totally good with either. All right, grab yourself a sip of water. And then we are going to finish how we started class. One more round of cardio. I'm just going to review. You've got step touch with those arm reaches overhead. Then you've got punch, punch, squat, punch, punch, squat. Then you've got side steps to the floor tap. Okay? One round, 40 seconds of each. That is it. 3 minutes of work. Here we go. From the top in 3, 2, and 1. Reach both arms up. Feet are tapping side to side. Step, touch is your modification here. Or step and reach all the way up. Good, last 15 seconds. Keep moving. Nobody stops in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can stop. All right, coming up next, you got punch, punch, squat, punch, punch, squat. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Punch, punch, squat. If those legs are toast, take out the squat. Just give me punches for 40 seconds here. Punch it out, jab it out. Punch, punch, squat. Punch, punch, squat. Punch, punch, squat. Halfway, here we go. Hit, hit. Any energy you've got left, give it to me right here. You got this. Last 10. Hit, hit. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We rest. All right, last set here. Side together, side reach. Final 40 seconds of work and begin. Side together, side reach. Option to just go side stepping, hands on the hips. Moving our body in all planes, in our small spaces. Last 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job. Give yourself a little round of applause, a little pat on the back. That was a great, great job today. All right, we do have a couple minutes. We're going to cool it down and we're going to stretch it out. So stay standing. Thanks, Mary. I'm glad you liked it. Let's all take a couple deep breaths. Inhale through your nose, reach both arms up. Exhale, let it all out. Slow down that breath, slow down that heart rate. Inhale up. Exhale, let it all out. One more time, inhale up. We're going to keep those arms up. Big side body stretch over to the right, open up the left. Take it back to center. Over to the left, open up the right. Take it back to center. Take those feet about hip width apart. Reach those arms long, and if you can, flat back forward. And then just let those arms hang. Maybe grab onto your elbows. Let that neck hang heavy. Nod your head yes and no. Just shake out any tension you might be holding in that neck. If it feels good, you can rock your body side to side here. Maybe you reach for the ground. And then you're going to walk your hands over to the right. And then walk your hands over to the left. Take it back to center. And you're going to roll it up one vertebrae at a time for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big shoulder roll up and back. Take that right arm, cross it over. Make sure that shoulder is down away from your ear. And then take that elbow up and behind. Let's reach that left arm across, switch it out. And then take that left elbow up and behind you. Good, shake it all out. One more inhale all the way up. Exhale, bring those hands to heart center. Thank you guys so much for showing up today and working out with me virtually. If you guys have any questions, comments, things you liked, things you want to see, let me know. Again, I won't be here next week, but feel free to do one of my YouTube classes from a previous recorded class and keep moving. Drink lots of water.